10 Things I Hate About You and The Notebook, romantic classics. Worth the hype? Let me be honest right off the bat. Romantic films and I have never really got along. Call me a killjoy, but most of the ones I've watched have left me feeling rather underwhelmed. That said, there's no denying the cultural impact of certain romantic films, the kind that stay etched in our collective memories. Two such classics, 10 Things I Hate About You and The Notebook, have not only stood the test of time, but are also referenced endlessly, from parodies to heartfelt tributes. With 10 Things I Hate About You nearing its 25th anniversary and The Notebook marking 20 years, I thought this Valentine's season was the perfect time to finally watch these iconic films and share my thoughts. Spoiler alert, I hadn't seen either of them until just a few weeks ago. 10 Things I Hate About You, 1999. Directed by Gil Younger, this late 90s romantic comedy is loosely inspired by Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. It follows the story of two sisters, Bianca and Kat, who couldn't be more different. Bianca is your quintessential popularity-chasing, emotionally vulnerable teen, while Kat is a prickly, unapologetically independent outsider. Their romantic escapades form the backbone of the story. Now, here's the catch. Bianca's dad refuses to let her date unless Kat does too, which is no small feat since Kat has absolutely no interest in boys. Cue Patrick, the stereotypical bad boy, who is paid to date Kat in order to lift the dating ban. Let's start with Bianca. Her character arc revolves around maturing and learning what truly matters. She initially crushes on Joey, a superficial, self-obsessed jerk, but ends up with Cameron, a sweet boy with a massive crush on her. Sounds lovely, right? Well, not quite. Their romance felt, to me, incredibly rushed and unearned. Bianca's shallowness gets resolved, sure, but Cameron's equally shallow obsession with her looks is simply glossed over for the sake of a happy ending. Now, on to Kat and Patrick, the couple most people remember fondly. Their romance is built on a lie. Patrick is being paid to woo Kat. Eventually, Kat discovers the truth during a dramatic prom scene. Here's the thing, Kat is a fiercely independent woman who's been hurt before, yet, somehow, Patrick giving her a guitar is enough for her to forgive him? Really? While their chemistry is undeniable, the resolution felt far too simplistic for a character as complex as Kat. I can't help but imagine her 10 years down the line, sitting in a room filled with guitars Patrick's gifted her to make up for every fight. The Notebook, 2004. Ah, The Notebook. This one's in a completely different league, a sweeping melodramatic love story spanning decades. Directed by Nick Cassavetes and adapted from Nicholas Sparks' novel, the story alternates between the 1940s romance of Noah and Allie and their later years, as older Noah narrates their story while caring for Allie, who suffers from dementia. Now let me get this out of the way. I really struggled with Noah's character. His initial pursuit of Allie is, frankly, unsettling. After being rejected several times, he hangs off a Ferris wheel and threatens to let go unless she agrees to go on a date with him. Romantic? I think not. Manipulative? Absolutely. Their relationship, while passionate, seemed more toxic than tender. They argue constantly, sometimes to the point of physical altercations. Hollywood loves to romanticize this madly in love trope, but honestly, it felt more chaotic than anything else. And Noah's obsessive behavior post-breakup? Writing letters daily, buying their dream house, and renovating it without any guarantee that Allie even wanted to return? It's all a bit too much. What did resonate with me, though, was the depiction of love in old age. Stories about older couples are rare, and I found these moments far more touching than the kiss in the rain drama the film is famous for. That said, even here, Noah's insistence on making Allie remember their love, despite it clearly distressing her, felt misguided. Reflecting on romance watching these films made me think about how romance is portrayed in the media and why certain love stories resonate with people. Both movies offer snapshots of what romance looked like in their respective times, and while I didn't entirely buy into their love stories, I understand why they've remained cultural touchstones. So, did 10 Things I Hate About You and The Notebook win me over as a romantic film skeptic? Not quite. but they did give me a new perspective on the genre and its enduring appeal. And for that, I'm glad I finally gave them a watch.